Hey guys, Celia here and welcome to Artful Riding. So today I want to talk to you about why you shouldn't brush your horse inside of their stall or tack them up inside of their stall. And so this is one of the horses that I have in training right now. And he is a sort of reasonably dominant horse. And especially when he's eating and you enter his stall, sometimes the ears go back. It's not so bad right now, but he can give you like a really angry face. And he's also very dominant with his space. So he'll try to move you around and he'll be in a bad mood if you're in here trying to brush him and all that kind of stuff. And so if I'm in here brushing him, maybe he's loose, or maybe I even have him tied up. You see a lot of riders tying up their horse, to something inside of the stall, but the horse is, maybe still eating or something like that. And so when we have that kind of energy, what happens is that the horse, this is the horse's territory. The stall, they're not used to having such small areas. They're used to being out in an open space. But when we put them in small confined areas, they can get quite dominant about owning this area. And so what happens is you're entering the horse's space. And when you're entering the horse's space and bugging him or trying to brush him or trying to tack him up, that's not going to give you a good energy in here. So that doesn't mean that eventually that you shouldn't be able to have your horse being in the stall and behaving themselves nicely and not behaving themselves in a dominant way. You definitely should be able to do that eventually. But if you have a horse that pins their ears at you and wants to dominate you when you're inside their stall, then the best thing is to not try to brush them or tack them up inside the stall, but to take them out into a more neutral area where the horse doesn't feel so dominant and where you guys can meet on a more neutral base and you can get the horse ready and teach the horse how to stand still and ground tie and all those good things. So here, you see him swishing his tail a little bit, maybe a little bit annoyed that I'm bugging him here while he's eating his food. And so if I'm brushing him and doing all these things, he might move around, he might, maybe kick a little bit. He's definitely going to be doing that at the same time, so he's going to be moving around a lot. And some horses, they'll even reach out and try to bite you or one of those things because they find you to be, troublesome, that you're causing them stress while they're eating. So as I build my relationship with my horse, I don't want to be dealing with this type of behavior. So the best way to do that is simply to remove the horse from their dominant space and take them into a less dominant space. Okay? And that the same goes for whether you have the horse tied up or not. It's the emotions of the horse that we are trying to change, and that starts by changing their environment and how they think. So now I'm going to put the halter on Zed and bring him into a more neutral zone where we can work together.